All right, so today, let's get an awkward fucking angle of myself there. So today I'm actually going to be doing what I hope that will actually end up working out. Hopefully motherfuckers are hyped on it. I should say stoked on it in general. Today I'm going to be doing more of a vlog style thing. There are some things that I need to talk about, and maybe I can just throw them in here. If not, it is what it is. But I am going to be going out today, and I will be shooting this. This is not a what's in rotation. Let's see if that... There it is. This is the Castle 193 acro mount, or any of the acro footprint micro red dots, MRDSs or whatever. So P2s, P1s, what's the other thing called? The lead and steel, the P3 thing, and the... I have one. Let's look at it. Let's find it. Let's look for it. What is this thing called? Oh, MPS. There it is. All right, so now that we know what the fuck these are called, or I kind of know what they're called, this is 11.5-inch Spear LT, Wilcox up front. I do need to zero this gun, which I'm going to do today, and I will not be testing it on these just yet. But as soon as I get this zeroed, I will get, my ADHD will kick in, and I'll have to fucking replace it. I actually took this off of here. Maybe it was this, whatever. T2 diving board, because I was running thermal on something. And then, yeah, I don't know where the fuck I was going with this. But yeah, so I'm going to start doing more vlog style videos, because there's a lot of stuff I need to talk about and ramble and rant, and maybe I should actually record a podcast. But until then, today I'm going to do some very brief BTS stuff, and yeah, we'll see how the people react. Yeah, it's going to suck. So I'm also going to actually stop trolling everyone and stop shooting everything in S-Log, because all the dudes that actually create videos, contents, whatever, they always hit me up. They're like, dude, you're such an asshole for releasing stuff in S-Log, or not grading, or grading it so it's super fucking just tone deaf. So we're gonna switch that. I'm gonna be shooting some stuff in decent color, and we're gonna be talking about guns and possibly some fucking silencers, because I know everyone loves fucking silencers. So until then, I gotta load the fucking Sprinter and get the fuck out of here. Of course, I'm sitting in the fucking shadows, so I'll have to fuck with this. All right, Fort Knox Podcast. Let's see, today I'm going to try my hand. I've talked about this a couple of times, but I'm going to try my hand at shooting some vlog style stuff. And in doing so, I yet again have to fucking talk about how I am going to ramble just like fucking Nothing Fancy, and everything that I start shooting by myself is just going to be basically fucking Sam Solik videos. But shout out to that dude, because he's big as fuck and strong as fuck, which is kind of cool. So I definitely won't complain about that. Oh, so in one of my last videos, I actually talked about the Spectre Cats fucking cans. I really do like those things. I really don't want to be the dude who just talks about fucking silencers, because they're throwaway items, right? You shoot them, they get full of lead, you gotta do the dip or whatever to clean them out, so then they're actually usable. Right? They're throwaway items, just like magazines. And that's something that I also fucking want to bring back up too, and I've talked about forever and ever and ever ago, is magazines. Magazines are also throwaway items. It's just me ranting and rambling about fucking gun shit. So, yeah, magazines. It is a political year. This is the only advice I would ever give anyone that I hope they fucking listen to. Everything else, take with a grain of salt. Again, I only shoot this type of stuff, content, YouTube stuff, because I have access to shit, or I own stuff. And I wish there was someone else out there, and now there's a million people who do it, but I wish there were motherfuckers out there that actually talked about stuff that, you know, all the stuff. And here I am trying to do that. So hopefully you guys fucking like this stuff. But yeah, it is a political year, so my suggestion to motherfuckers is be prepared for fucking, you know, big buying year. We're going to be having panic buy all the way up until fucking basically elections start. And that's the worst part about this space, this industry, this hobby, is dudes like us. I say dudes like us, I mean at least for me. And if you're watching this, you're most likely a fucking shithead, BMX, hardcore dude, skate dude, whatever. And, you know, you come from other hobbies or other subcultures that weren't really affected by politics. But guns have always been affected by politics before all of our time, right? And we always hear the old dudes, the boomers, talk about how, hey, I remember when SKSs and fucking AKs were $4 for a crate. Yeah, dude. I wasn't old enough for that. But I am old enough for this, and I definitely will tell dudes, I did this last time. We're most likely going to get some form of an assault weapon ban. And I say most likely, they will always present it. Whatever comes out of it is whatever comes out of it. There will be importation ban on the table, because that's always something that happens. So, last panic buy, I'll be the first person to say it. Last panic buy, start of it, of election season, I actually bought a fuck ton of PMags. I've talked about that, even, and I've posted some stuff over on TikTok. But buy magazines for fucking guns that you shoot a lot. They are disposable items, right? You shoot mostly ARs? Dude, I think PMags are, what, $9 or some shit? I personally shoot fucking Gen 2s or MOEs or whatever the fuck they are. Tons of Duramags, C products, PMags, whatever the magazine it is that you like, you can find, buy them in bulk. Same shit with ammo, right? You always hear the fucking old dudes say, oh, I buy a box of ammo every time I'm fucking at Walmart or whatever. Should be doing that. Purely if you enjoy shooting guns. If you don't, and you just kind of like having cool shit to look at, hey, have a couple of boxes, have some fucking magazines for the guns you actually shoot, enjoy the fucking hobby. But you don't want to get stuck in a position like fucking, Colorado and all those other fucking banned states, California being one of them, I know that firsthand. You don't want to get stuck having a gun that you can't get mags for because they got banned, you know, and dare I say grandfathered, or, again, I'm not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, do not take this part of the advice, or have one of your friends fucking send you magazines, let's be real. Back to the import thing. Last panic buy cycle, I actually bought some Berettas because I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get certain models because of importation, because some fucking asshole decided that they have no sporting reason or whatever. So, if you've been thinking about AKs, we already see the AK market do this bullshit. Buy the AK you want. Buy whatever imported shit you want. Sit on it. I'm not telling you to flip shit, because dudes will buy in the last minute. Don't put yourself in fucking credit card debt because you bought a gun that you couldn't afford, right? And again, I'm also not here to tell you any type of financial advice. Coming from me, it's the fucking worst thing you could ever listen to me about. So, magazines, imported guns, kit will always fucking be there. Spiritus, Pharaoh, all those dudes will continue to fucking restock. AR fucking parts, some stuff is harder to get than others. Bolt carrier groups and lowers. Lowers are going to be the big one. Even if you don't need fucking 3-4 fucking lowers, it's not the worst thing in the world to fucking have. So that's kind of my suggestion. Also, because I do talk about silencers quite a bit, I will say this. My apologies. Everyone has seen the really quick turnaround times with cans as of late. It's a really good fucking time to buy cans. Stuff's coming back. NFA stuff is coming back. So if you want a factory SBR, fucking throw that shit in the ring. Get your stamp rolling. Let's go. Let's be real. NFA shit is fucking cool. That's half the reason why people watch anything on fucking YouTube. Because if I was talking about 16-inch guns, sometimes I do, that's not as fucking cool. So, yeah. Alright, past that rant, ramble, whatever. Well, there goes half of my shit in the back of the Sprinter. So today, I am on my way out to the fucking desert. I need to zero and shoot some content for some new castle stuff, which I will show here shortly. And look at all the road crew guys. You can't even see them. Damn, it's 100 out. This motherfucker's wearing a fucking straight sweatshirt. That sucks. Yeah, so I'm planning on doing some more vlog style stuff. I know I've said that in the past, but that's kind of what I'm going to try and do. And I talked about this in one of my car videos. If you didn't watch any of the car shit that I did, it was definitely a fucking cars and coffee video. But Jimmy over, I think Jimmy Rodriguez, I forget what his last name is. I do really enjoy Jim's Goon Life is what it was before. I really do enjoy his content. And he said something that I believe even Lucas said. However you fucking feel about Lucas, Lucas did say this, and it is actually a fucking really good thing for guys in this space, even in the YouTube fucking community, to be putting out content or media or whatever you want to call it, just daily life shit. Because this hashtag blessed, praise God, whoever you praise to, I'm very fortunate, and I understand that I have the ability to shoot guns as often as I do. I know a lot of cats are watching shit at fucking work or whatever, so I got to give the warning about how I use bad words all the time. But I understand that I'm super fucking blessed when it comes to being able to do this shit. This is my lifestyle. I shoot guns as much as possible for work. I go on trips, I go on hunting trips, I do all these things, and it all revolves around shooting guns. So I want to start doing more of that shit just to kind of, you know, guys have been asking for it, so I'm going to start doing that. Some of the other shit that I will actually openly talk about is projects that I'm working on, because if you don't know, I own a company called Superior Defense. I also own a company called House Party Distro. I sell t-shirts in this space. I manufacture t-shirts. So, Superior Defense, House Party, Dirty Kid, Forward Observations Group. There's Spiritus. I do a ton of fucking merch for a ton of different companies. That is my background. That is how I make my money. Superior Defense is a passion project. I have a couple of other fucking projects that I have worked on in other brands and blah, blah, blah. I do a lot of marketing, assist with a couple other businesses or companies in this space. So, and I've been doing this for 10 years. Superior Defense has been a fucking company for 10 years in this space. House Party's been a business for 3 years. And, yeah, so if you're a small apparel company and you're looking for some manufacturers for t-shirts, that's what I do. You can always fucking hit us up, info@housepartydistro.com. Shameless plug. Then I could throw in my own sponsors because I own a bag company called overpassbags.com. I've talked about it on this channel before. So I do quite a bit of shit. And some dudes, you know, don't know if you're new or you do, and you're just like, man, this dude's a fucking idiot. There it is. I am an idiot. I definitely do a lot of things. I am later this year releasing my fucking rifle company, which is going to be called Squid. Yeah, got a lot going on. So my apologies. I've never actually released a podcast in 2024, and FKP is just kind of a side project, side hustle, and like I said earlier, I do this just because I have access to the shit, and I know that dudes want to see stuff, because I was in those shoes, you know, a couple years ago when I wanted to find product that no one really had coverage on. So now I get stuck talking about fucking silencers that I don't really truly care about, and I have some pretty shitty hot takes when it comes to those, and I know people really enjoy them, especially the CGS guys. Shout out to Spectre's Cat. Those cans are fucking awesome. Those dudes are rad. Shout out to Silencers Co. Shout out to literally everyone else that I've fucking met along the way who have, you know, been supportive of whatever this shit that I am doing, whatever you want to call it. So, now I got a long-ass intro, sounding like nothing fancy, and if you're new to the gun world, do not be afraid to ingest all of the information. Have all those hours spent on forums or even now the Facebook groups, because back in the day, it used to be you go to Light Fighter if you wanted to learn about kit. It used to be M4 Carbine if you want to learn technical stuff, and I think M4 M4 carbine's still up. Sniper's hide if you're a long-range guy, which I think that's fucking gone now, but yeah. So do not be afraid to dive and deep dive into the shit you're into. Don't let anyone tell you something's not fucking cool. Even bullpups, the shit that I will talk shit on. I own what? I only own one bullpup, which is a P90, which I should shoot more often. It is zeroed. If you like TP9s, don't let a dude like me talk shit on it. It's fucking cool. Guns are fucking cool. Doing shit with the stuff you own is fucking rad. Another thing that I will probably be jumping into and making stuff for is airsoft, because airsoft is fucking rad. It's fun. You get to go do force on force. Have fun with fucking guns. Don't let motherfuckers, especially me, tell you how to spend your money. I'm just here to fucking show you what's up with what exists, right? So, 19-minute fucking intro, Fort Knox podcast. Damn, that's bright as fuck. Let's see. So, currently right now, just zeroed the acro on the castle mount, and I am going to actually, let's dump this thing out. There we go. So I actually currently just I just got out here and I zeroed the acro, and now we're going to do some test rounds on this thing. Sorry that the fucking background's blown out, so you can have either blown out background or blown out me, or underexposed me. So I'm gonna shoot some more rounds on the acro. Again, 193. It's windy. That's always fun, especially when it's windy. So let's get some rounds on this fucking thing, and then I can talk about the spear a little bit more, since people tend to like the spear. All right, so this is the gun that I'm fucking with today. Damn, that's a really wide-ass lens. So this is going to be a Spear LT. This is 11.5 inch. I actually did some changes on it. So I guess I should do a what's in rotation, because I'm actually shooting a different setup than I have been in the past. Like I said, Spear LT, 11.5 inch, 5.56. This does have the side folder, as most spears do. Running a CTR on this. I am running the Magpul in the forward position, Geisley charging handle. I am running the Silencer Co. Velos in the full length, a mod light, which this is a OKW. This thing is a rattle trap. No, my barrel doesn't fucking flex, and I am running a Reptilia QD socket that faces towards myself. Oh, and I am running the Wilcox XC. So this laser actually is pretty fucking rad. I really do enjoy this thing. I have some time behind it. This is a full power laser. I will do a video at a later point to where I'm talking about lasers and what I like, especially in my position as a shooter and the type of shooting that I do. Yeah, and also I am running the Wilcox pressure pad on mine. I'm not running a NGAL or a PVS style fucking pressure pad on mine, because that is an option on these lasers. So this gun right here has been my primary rifle for quite some time. I do enjoy this thing. Oh, and I forgot to say, I am running the acro with the Castle. If I did say that, my apologies. This is a 193. This is a prototype. I'm doing R&D on this. I honestly threw this thing on here, torqued it. Did I torque it? No, I didn't even torque it. I just fucking tightened it to where I thought, because let's be real, that's how the majority of people fucking install things. I have a whole ass toolbox full of torque wrenches, and I threw this thing on there, zeroed it, and by zero, I mean I literally shot 5 rounds, and my center was fucking good, and I just adjusted my height. The one thing I don't think I realized, and I do own a handful of acros, but apparently I've never had to change a battery on these. I didn't realize that these caps are plastic, so see if we can catch it. Probably not. I marred the fuck out of this cap, so I'm gonna have to order one. Maybe put, I think the T2 caps work on these, so I am actually gonna change that out and put a different cap on it, just because the plastic is fucking annoying. This had a factory battery in it. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be zeroing today, or I zeroed it already. I'm going to put some rounds through this thing and see how it shoots. Also, I am out here with other people, so they are making noise. My apologies. Ooh. That's a little warm. Something that I talked about on the drive over here is I talked about magazines being perishable items or disposable items. That's the perfect example right there. So that magazine I've actually probably had for about 10 years. It didn't lock back. Is my gun lubed? The bolt is the chamber. Looks pretty dry in there. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put that magazine in another gun. I marked the magazines, right? It says C, whatever, number. That isn't just to look like an idiot asshole on the internet. That's so you know that if you need to fucking throw your magazine away because it doesn't work, you throw the motherfucker away. And again, mags are cheap enough, especially AR pattern magazines, P-mags, that you can go ahead and just throw that bitch away and replace it, and $9 isn't going to get you fucking, what do they say, kilt in the streets. So this thing's pretty warm. That was not even one full mag. Full disclosure, I've already been shooting this for a while, so it's going to be hot. It's also 100 degrees out here. So that's kind of going to be it for today. Just came really out here to fucking zero this thing, and probably honestly a really good fucking time to actually talk about shit, right? It's repetitive. I'm repetitive. You can see the back of the fucking van, some overpass stuff. Scrotes. Range Pelican, the 1650 needs to get fucking cleaned out. Remnants of winter. Alright, Fort Knox Podcast.